Hello. Welcome. Right now, you are training. Your body is moving. Your breath is steady. And while you train, you will learn English. You don't need to repeat. You don't need to stop. Just listen. Let me tell you a story. There was a man who woke up every morning at the same time. Not because he wanted to, but because life demanded it. He woke up early. The room was quiet. The city was still asleep. He sat on the edge of the bed, tired, but calm. Every day felt similar. Work. Responsibilities. Little time for himself. But one thing was different. He had decided to change. Not suddenly. Not dramatically. Slowly. That morning, he put on his shoes. Training shoes. He didn't feel motivated. He didn't feel strong. But he moved anyway. Outside, the air was cold. His body felt heavy. Step by step, he started walking. Then jogging. Then running. And while he moved, he listened. He listened to English. At first, it sounded strange. Words he didn't fully understand. Sentences that passed too fast. But he kept listening. Because he understood something important. You don't need to understand everything. You need to be consistent. As he ran, he remembered his past. School days. English classes. Grammar rules. He remembered feeling lost. Feeling slow. Feeling behind. He thought English was not for him. But now, moving forward, breathing deeply, something felt different. This time, there was no pressure. He wasn't studying. He was living. The story continued. Weeks passed. Every day, the same routine. Wake up. Train. Listen. Some days were easy. Some days were hard. Some days his legs were heavy. Some days his mind was tired. But English was always there. In his ears. In his thoughts. One day, something changed. He noticed he understood a sentence. Not perfectly. But enough. A simple sentence. I am getting stronger. He smiled. Not because it was perfect. But because it was progress. He kept training. He kept listening. The words started to feel familiar. Like faces you see every day. Like streets you walk often. English was no longer a stranger. The man had a goal. Not a big goal. A quiet one. He wanted freedom. Freedom to travel. Freedom to talk. Freedom to understand. He didn't need to be perfect. He needed to be confident. As he trained, he imagined himself in another country. Ordering coffee. Asking for directions. Having real conversations. Not translating in his head. Not feeling nervous. Just speaking. His body grew stronger. His breathing improved. And without noticing, his English improved too. One afternoon, after training, he met someone new. They spoke English. Normally, he would avoid the conversation. But this time, he stayed. He listened. He answered. Simple sentences. But real. How long have you been training? He answered. I train almost every day. The sentence came out naturally. No fear. No panic. Just words. That moment stayed with him. He understood something powerful. English was not a subject. It was a tool. Days became months. Training was part of his identity. English too. He didn't say, "I am learning English." He said, "I use English." There were still mistakes. There were still moments of doubt. But he didn't stop. Because he knew the truth. You don't fail when you make mistakes. You fail when you quit. Sometimes, during training, his mind wanted to stop. His legs burned. His lungs worked hard. But he kept going. And English kept flowing. Sentence after sentence. Story after story. He realized something important. Learning happens when the mind is relaxed. When the body is moving. When the pressure is gone. One day, he listened to a full conversation in English. And he understood the idea. Not every word. But the meaning. That was enough. He felt proud. Quietly proud. No one saw it. But he felt it. The man was no longer the same. Not because of English. Not because of training. But because of consistency. Now, let me tell you something. This man is not special. He is not talented. He is not different. He just decided to show up. Every day. And right now, as you train, as you listen, you are doing the same. Your body is learning. Your brain is learning. Without force. Without stress. English is becoming familiar to you. The rhythm. The sound. The structure. You don't need to rush. You don't need to compare. You only need to continue. Imagine yourself in the future. Stronger. Calmer. Confident. Speaking English naturally. Understanding without effort. That future is built now. While you move. While you breathe. While you listen. The man finished his training. Sweaty. Tired. But satisfied. He smiled. Because he knew something important. Today, he moved forward. And tomorrow, he will do it again. Now, keep training. Keep listening. Keep moving forward. This is not the end. This is the process. The next day, he woke up again. Same alarm. Same silence. Same early light coming through the window. But something was different. He didn't feel resistance. He didn't ask himself if he wanted to train. He just got up. His body remembered. The movement. The routine. The rhythm. Training was no longer a decision. It was part of who he was. Outside, the street looked familiar. The same buildings. The same road. But his mind felt clearer. As he started moving, English returned. Not as noise. Not as effort. As company. He listened to words while his feet touched the ground. The sound of English mixed with his breathing. In. Out. Step. Step. He noticed something new. He was not translating anymore. The words didn't go through his native language. They went directly to meaning. He heard a sentence. Life is built in small moments. He understood it instantly. No thinking. Just understanding. That surprised him. He remembered how hard English used to be. How heavy it felt. Now, it felt light. As he trained, his thoughts moved freely. He thought about his life. About the years he waited. About the times he said later. Later, I will learn. Later, I will change. Later never came. Until now. Now was different. Now, he was doing. Not planning. Not dreaming. Doing. His body was warm. His movements were automatic. And English continued. Sentence after sentence. He realized something important. Time will pass anyway. So you can choose. You can scroll. You can complain. Or you can grow. Training taught him that. English reinforced it. There was a moment during the run when it became difficult. His legs slowed. His breath became heavier. His mind suggested stopping. And he smiled. Because he knew this moment. This moment always appears. In training. In learning. In life. He didn't stop. He adjusted his pace. He continued. English did the same. Some sentences were easy. Some were hard. But he didn't stop listening. He understood now. Progress is not linear. Some days you feel strong. Some days you feel lost. Both are part of the path. Later that week, something unexpected happened. At work, a meeting started. Someone joined online. They spoke English. Normally, he would stay quiet. This time, he listened carefully. He didn't understand everything. But he understood enough. He followed the idea. He followed the flow. Then, someone asked him a question. A simple one. What do you think? For a second, his mind went silent. Then, words appeared. Slow. Clear. I think this is a good idea, but we need more time. He said it. Not perfectly. But confidently. No one reacted. No one laughed. The conversation continued. But inside, something changed forever. He realized English was no longer external. It was internal. Part of his voice. That night, he trained again. Different time. Same habit. His body felt tired. But his mind felt awake. He listened again. The same language. But deeper understanding. He noticed patterns. Structures. Ways of expressing ideas. English stopped being random. It started making sense. He remembered something important. When you stop forcing, learning accelerates. Days passed. Training continued. English continued. Some days, he didn't feel progress. But he trusted the process. Because training taught him that results appear later. One morning, he trained in silence. No podcast. No words. Just movement. And he noticed something beautiful. His thoughts appeared in English. Simple thoughts. But natural. Keep going. Slow down. You are fine. He laughed quietly. He didn't force it. He didn't celebrate it. He just accepted it. That was the moment he knew. English was already part of him. Not perfect. Not advanced. But real.
Quietly. Naturally. You don't feel it happening. Because real change is silent. Weeks from now, You will notice it. A sentence understood. A response spoken. A confidence felt. And you will smile. Just like he did. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Quietly. Because you will know. This works. So keep moving. Keep breathing. Keep listening. This is not motivation. This is not inspiration. This is repetition. And repetition builds identity. You are someone who trains. You are someone who listens. You are someone who improves. Without forcing. Without rushing. And one day, you won't say, I am learning English. You will say, I speak English. And it will feel normal. Just like this moment. Just like this movement. Just like this breath. You are exactly where you need to be. Keep going.